Russos brand family. We are family.
Hello everyone, and we're back. I say we're back. It's been about 3 or 4 months since last. Well, to be honest, if you actually go onto this page, so I actually got rid of a lot of podcasters because, to be honest, a lot of them just. When I look back on it, it just wasn't. When I look back on it, it was a lot of bullshit. I was telling you, and I'll admit now, it was a lot of bullshit. I actually, let's just say, a lot of people who I put over, or like I say I put over. If you don't know what that means, it means I complimented and I shouted out, and a lot of them, as soon as I come back in this, let's just say a lot of them are snakes. I mean, still in Barry, you know what I mean? You know exactly who you are. I'm not going to get into it because I don't care anymore. So I just thought I'd spend the first minute of this just explaining that you're a bunch of gimps if you're watching this, but you know me, I love you all. Now, because we're gonna out of the way, I introduce you to my good friend Chris Hayes. Chris Hayes.
I've known Tom for about 2 years.
Tell him how good I am, Chris.
Very good.
At cutting up fish. And
I prefer Tom Pooh.
Who's that?
I'm Chris Hayes. I live in Barry with my wife, 2 children. I work in Morrison's as a trainee fishmonger. That's where I met the great TVH. Yeah, that's me.
He also didn't point out that I'm beautiful, that I'm very handsome. I help him a lot. He helps me a lot. You know, we're very good friends. We always have a coffee and a chat as well as some other things.
He scratches my back. I scratch his in a non-gay way.
Well. Let's just say, like, he likes to, you know,
touch his bum.
Touch my bum in work.
And those who listen to this podcast will find that Tom is Welsh. I'm very Welshy.
He's from a small place called
Pyle, near the Gend.
Yeah, he's basically a jack wanker. But you know, I'm baddie through and through, and people know that about me. But
God, I look rough today.
You don't look rough. You look fine.
I look old.
Yo, if anyone sees this, please just let him know he doesn't look rough. He looks fucking terrible. That was good for me, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Now let's get a bit serious, shall we? Let's get a bit serious.
Let's first talk about. I tell you what. First talking point can be manipulating women.
What's that?
Did I say it right?
You have to speak up a bit for the camera, man.
Manipulating women. Not as in.
I want to,
manipulation.
As this will go on, I will actually talk about. Oh no, I'm not going to mention names because that's the mistake I made. I'll come in, man. You're losing sight of it. He's smoking his e-fag thing. But you see, the thing is, as this will go on, as Chris has already said, he has a wife and kids, so we can't really get into anything like that because he wouldn't do that because he's a good
married
boy.
Man.
He's a married man. But me, on the other hand, I am single. I'm 21.
Ready to mingle?
At the timing of this podcast was the date? The 10th of September today. Tomorrow is 9/11. But I don't know why I mentioned that. No, but seriously.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the topic I want to speak about. Yeah. God bless me.
No, let me finish. Yeah. No. No. But what I mean is that. For doing this, you probably hear me go off. And that's the mistake I done, I remember some podcasts I done a few months ago. It was actually about a kid who I lived with. His name was, I've forgotten his name, but literally, I went outside my uni hall thing. He was there, drunk, after one drink, shagging a wall.
What?
He was shagging a wall.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
Didn't I put a massive podcast on, I was so traumatised, I went straight onto the podcast, I sat there for about 5 minutes. I was so my eyes were like, I can't believe what I just seen. A guy just shagged a wall. I went outside, he was shagging a wall.
But this isn't what I want to talk about.
This is why,
Roxanne on Big Brother.
Roxanne, Do you watch Big Brother?
Yeah, me and Mel always watch it.
Yeah.
Mel's the wife.
They watch Big Brother a lot, so maybe he can explain more, but I've only read about it because I don't watch that type of stuff, to be honest.
I think there's a lot of women out there like it. Basically, he didn't touch her, and she...
Was it a play fight or something like that?
No. Like he just went like that and then walked off. But I think with her, when she hit him, when he tapped her, she sort of escalated it. And then I think she started to believe her own lies, because I don't think there's a woman out there that can be that psycho. Like, I think she started to believe her own lies. But
who is she anyway, and what's she from? I didn't really...
She's off Emmerdale, and she?
Is she?
Yeah.
But ain't he on a soap? Ain't he off a soap?
He was off Corrie, Mel said.
But doesn't he have like a twin? Or was he like his brother?
Yeah, twin brother was on I'm Celeb. He was on Emmerdale as well. Adam, I think his name is.
What, weren't they both on Corrie? Or
Emmerdale? this Ryan guy was on
Ryan
Corrie,
Thomas, yeah.
And his brother Adam was on Emmerdale.
Yeah.
But then, like, I mean, after all this has happened now, it's all sort of dying down, but there's still people on Twitter and that, like, sort of telling her to, I can end it all. Well, I think that's wrong.
Of course it is.
But we're now, I think, obviously with the online bullying and all that, I think if it carries on, I think she will end up killing herself, because you get a lot of that news, a lot of reality stars.
This is something we'll go into more, because the pros and cons of social media. I think that's a very good thing to talk about, like, because we've been talking about that for a long time.
I think the first couple of days, rinse her, like, because what she done was sickening. But I think after that, you think you need to leave it, sort of bury it lying in the sand now, because
I don't even think it's about rinsing her. I think she knows what she done wrong, and when she come out in like an interview a few days later and said, I'm completely sorry. I know that was probably just to keep face, but what else can she do? At this point in time, everyone knows she's bullshitting. You know what I mean?
I know that, but you have to watch it to believe it. Like, me and Mel were just like me watching it, but obviously she was manipulating everybody else, and he didn't have a clue about it, mate. So if there was no cameras on it, it literally would have ruined him.
And also, is it with the Big Brother house? Like, the people who are in there, they have no idea what's going on outside.
No.
So for all that Ryan guy could be thinking is that everyone thinks he'd be a woman.
Yeah. So you can imagine the...
So did he, because, like I said, I haven't seen it. I've only seen the clip, and I've seen a thing of that Ryan guys, and,
Oh, mate, you have to watch it. It's fucking...
I generally will. But if she has done that, I mean, can you think of any other times on TV when that's happened? Or?
What, with other women or other men, or
any? Man, it could be the other way around. It could be a guy being slapped up by a bloody woman. You know what I mean? I can't think really, of anything. Not off the top of my head, but
I think she's always been like it, because
I think she just wanted some attention. And you know how many celebrities are, mate. Any attention is good attention for them. Like, you know what I mean?
When she done it, that's a good point. When she done it, 23 of her old cast members from Emmerdale came out on Twitter.
Said she's full of shit.
And literally said this is what she's like, and it literally could have ruined it, mate.
Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Oh, God. Now, as Chris is off to make a cup of tea for us, I've already said that my birthday's in 9 days. This weekend, I'm actually off to... I'm back off to London to... on the 15th is the weekend. Yeah, of course it is. Sorry, everyone, I'm losing my mind. I'm actually up in Tottenham... For Tottenham and Liverpool. I'm going up there with my good friends Sam and Jake, two very good lads. Sam Lewis, who actually who will be on a podcast very, very soon, as he's into all this as well, a very good lad. And Jake, a brilliant guy. What do you call it? I'm up there for Tottenham and Liverpool. Hopefully Spurs can get the win, but I'm not too confident after losing to Watford. But then probably the week after that, next weekend, I'll be back off the university, to get my keys for my room in Wood Green again. Hopefully meet up with some people who I haven't seen for a few months. So that should be okay. I've just finished working throughout the summer with Chris. Throughout the summer we worked together in the Morrisons, as I said, and he's actually just looking at me from over here. So there we go. He's back. He's
making
back.
a brew, I am, boys.
2 sugars. That's nicer. No, but literally, as I was saying, so after all that, and it's just September's usually is always a busy month, you see what I mean, especially for me and all my friends and that, like, going back to uni or going back to college or whatever they're doing, like, you know what I mean, so that should be okay. I'm debating at the moment on whether or not to come back for my birthday, which is on the 19th. I'm debating whether or not to be up there, just enjoy it up there, or should I come back to Barry and go out with some friends. But I know some of my friends are actually away for, see for it, so I'm not too sure. But as I was saying, throughout the summer I've just been working with Chris and many other people, Chris Burrows, Nathan Cristofato, you know what I mean, I hope I said your name right, mate, David Hyatt, a legend of a guy. He's actually my manager, my boss. Kelly, Sean, Dan, Tom, some other bloke who's just joined on there, but he's, the less said about him, the better. So basically, I hope you enjoy the rest of this podcast. You might have just seen him coming back in now. I hope you enjoy the rest of this podcast. Thank you for listening. Going on. This is actually a question I wanted to ask to you, Chris.
Yeah.
For you, what is motivation? How do you get motivated in the morning? Come forward a bit.
In the morning.
Well, any time of the day. How do you get motivated to get yourself out of bed and go swimming or do whatever any of these activities you do?
Yeah. Just my kids, mate.
Of course.
Yeah, it sounds a bit of a cliche, but literally, I get up.
Completely understand, mate. Go on.
If I'm not in work, take my kids to school. Jacob and Lacey, Jacob's 9, Lacey is nearly 8. Take them to school, and then I find it, I've told you many times, very difficult to sort of motivate myself to go and do something, I find myself just sitting in my house, and then I'll put YouTube on, and then before I know it, I put it on about 9:30 in the morning once I drop the kids off, and then before I know it, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I sort of just get sort of transfixed into,
Yeah, because for as long as I've known you, man, you've had a lot of ups, you've had a lot of downs. I think during the last 2 years, you've had more downs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you mind me saying that.
No, I don't.
And you've, everyone has downs and ups, like, but you've had, a pretty shit patch.
I agree.
But it must be so relieving, to have your kids, Mel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They keep you going.
Yeah, 100%,
and especially, and keeping a contact like you do with me. I don't think there's a day go past when we always talk, and the reason why me and Chris, to be honest, get along is because we are very motivated people. Like, people who know me or people around my age and Barry and that, how motivated I am. I get along with most people I meet, but the fact is, in Barry, if you love me, I love you. If you don't like me, I really don't care. And this is the thing, there's so many people in Barry, and I've realised this a lot more since I've been away and come back. There's a lot of people who actually think that, like, Barry's the world, you know what I mean? And people think that the people they have in that, and they all think that they know everything when they're full of shit, you know what I mean? Sorry, go ahead.
You say people in Barry just think...
No, in general,
Barry, I'm not going to name the name of where we work, because obviously it's copyright things. But where we work, sort of, I'd say about 50% of the people there... No, I won't say 50%. Oh. There's certain members there that think that the work is everything. You know, people come in on their days off, which is, you know, I think if what are you laughing at?
Have you got any fudge in there?
What do you mean fudge?
Oh, I wanted some fudge. If you
Oh,
want
yeah.
some fudge with the tea.
Yeah, I'll get some. No. Yeah, I get it out. Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, I know what you mean, but no, it's like work shouldn't be a life. Do you know what I mean? And I find
Should never be your work.
I find I used to work in a place. I'm not going to name it, but I worked there for 16 years, and I found when I left work there. You know, I come home, I'd be with Mel, and I think Lacey wasn't born then, but you know, I'd be with Jacob, and you know, everything would be fine. But since starting work in this new place, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's wicked there, but I sort of take work home. So, not all the time, but I'd say about 50% of it. You know what I mean? I find myself talking about work in the house, but I never used to be like that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's because you get a lot of gimpses. You know what I mean? A lot of customers walking past, and
but as the year has gone on, for like the past year, I have seen a massive change in you, like, you know, like your motivation and that, like your motivation to get into work. Like,
yeah,
I know this might sound cheesy, like, but literally, you know, in our work we have to do, like, you know, a counter, you know, like, and the counter's, you know, it's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know, probably the biggest in any other supermarket around here. It is, isn't it? It's bigger than every other supermarket in Barry, like, you know what I mean? And literally, the pride and joy, like, he takes in it, like, you know what I mean, is
a counter,
yeah, you know what I mean, like, you know, it's just, and the amount of people who come past, like, you know what I mean, and compliment it, you know what I mean, that just makes it worthwhile, you know, to do it, like, you know what I mean.
I go back to what you said, it does sound cheesy, but it's right, isn't it?
It is, mate, it is right, like, it is nothing wrong with people appreciating something, like, you know, and saying it. There's so many people who actually just think about it, but they never say it. You know what I mean? And that might be because, you know, they got anxiety or no confidence or scared of what other people might say or think. But at the end of the day, like, you got one life, like, you know what I mean? Just don't waste it. Like, just do not waste it, because at the end of the day, we all, I know this might sound a bit cheesy again, but I couldn't care, like, if you like it or not. But literally everyone in this world, like, everyone, we're all playing a character. We all got a character. We all put on a face for a certain someone who we know. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Me in front of everyone I know, in front of you, if you're watching this, if you know me, or if you're just watching this, it's a character, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own agendas. Everyone has, like, their own style of how they do something, yeah.
It's like when I see you, I go like that.
When he sees me, he goes like that. No, but literally...
But that's just a laugh, then. So, you know.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
You can't have a laugh, can you?
Yo, a day without laughter is a day bloody wasted, man. Yo, and that's, missed, like, you know what I mean?
Do you know what my mother used to say to me?
That's Charlie Chaplin all over.
Do you know what my mother used to say to me? Christopher, if you don't laugh, you'll bloody cry.
Exactly, and if you don't have a laugh, like, dear Lord Almighty, like, you're just gonna...
That's what we do is have a laugh.
No,
we don't treat work... I mean, Tom always said, you know, if I'm off for a week and Tom's in work, I'll, you know, ring him or message him and say, I was working, and he'd say, it feels like work. But obviously, when I'm in, we just have a laugh.
Of course.
Don't treat it like work, innit?
I mean, like, you see, the thing is...
Oh, sorry. And
Sorry,
and your brother Jamie's like that as well. I think your brother Jamie's awesome. I think he treats it exactly like what me and you treat it.
Jamie's my younger brother, for anyone who don't know, but who's bigger than me and I'm scared of. But
he's a legend.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Oh. He has his moments. I mean, but as I was saying, it's like literally, I think that it's not just in Barry; it's everywhere I've ever been. God Almighty, I've been, you know, all around the UK, for God's sake. You know, he got married in
Dominican.
Dominican.
Funny story.
Funny story. We had a serious moment. He's going on a funny story.
In the Dominican, getting married, 5 o'clock come, walked on the beach in my wedding suit, on the beach and waiting, really panicky for Mel to come with the family. So I was on the beach in the Dominican now, having Jack Daniels, and some old woman looked at me and she goes, oh, I know you. And I looked at her. I said, right, okay. But nearly 7,000 miles away from where you live. And she goes, you work in Morris, don't you? Oops, I said the name. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I see you every Saturday. And I was just, fucking hell.
7,000 miles.
So, well, I think it's about that, isn't it? Well, it's a good 10-hour flight. So you're about to get married, and
I couldn't tell you, mate.
Some old bird says, "Yeah, I know you. I know you."
I
was just
got a
amazed.
D in geography. I was terrible.
And then I looked at her and I said, "Oh, do you want to come to my wedding?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, can my daughter go?" And I was like, "Yeah, true no." And so they come and sat at our wedding.
Wow,
that's a mad story.
That's a mad story.
Wait a minute, what did you say? Before I interrupted.
I know. I was just going on that everyone plays a character, like, you know what I mean. So it doesn't hurt for you to walk down the street, just smile at someone, try and be happy. If you know for fact, you're just a miserable bollocks person, yeah, then change. You know what I mean? Just change, like, you know what I mean? And I guarantee, sorry, Chris, and I guarantee, like, the majority of people who might be watching this, yeah, you're probably around my age, yeah, and you might say, oh, no, but I don't want to do that. And everyone around my age, like, and if we're going to go into, like, the social media, now, everyone's self-bloody obsessed with, like, you know, a Minaj or a Kardashian, yeah, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
to be yourself.
All they're doing is playing characters, like, you know what I mean? They're playing a character to sell their products, to sell themselves, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, but there's too many people who seek comfort, like, you know what I mean? And no one wants to challenge themselves. Tell them about tonight, like, and you're swimming, mate. You know what I mean? About the 30 lengths, and you just wanted to give up. Like, you went there, he done his 30 lengths. He wanted to go there. Yeah, like, he wanted to go there, and he wanted to challenge himself, like, to do 40 lengths, yeah? Huh? Yeah. After 30, he wanted to just give up, like, you know what I mean? I'm not being funny. I've been in the situation if I play the game of rugby. You know what I mean? If I play the game of rugby, as soon as, like, the 60th minute comes, or 65th minute after playing for, like, an hour, I think to myself, I'm just going to tell the coach now, I just want to go off because I can't run, I can't do anything. And that's bullshit, like, you know what I mean? That's all up there. Like, if you want to do it, just do it, like, you know what I mean? Because there's too many people who seek comfort and they don't know what struggle is, like, you know what I mean?
Let me say something. I think it's not your problem, it's just the way you are, isn't it? I think, do you know, you say, like, and I'm like it as well. Do you say, like, people are really miserable on that?
Yeah, of course, I know there's reasons, but there's reasons to break out of it.
I know, I'm not going to say that. I have always been like it, and I think you're like it. It's like, because we are always happy, how can I explain it? Me and you were always happy, bubbly people, right, yeah? And you sort of think that, not in a bad or good way, you sort of think that everybody should be like you, in a sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
what I mean?
but
hold on. And I think that angers you, and it sometimes angers me as well. It's like, you know, I be in work, and it's like, I'm not naming any names. I said to this lad in work, you know, are you feeling okay? And he looked at me and he said, no, I just won't kill myself, man. And I looked at him and I was just like, mate, fucking hell, like, it was just after my mother died as well. And I said to myself, mate, you live with your mother, right? You've got no bills. I have some fucking real problems, like, innit? Do you know what I mean? I've just lost my mother to cancer. Fucking, I got a mortgage, struggling with my bills. I got a wife, I got 2 kids, and then you got somebody like him, you know. But then that makes me sound bad then, because maybe he's got, like, sort of some sort of
like a mental illness, which, you know, I'm not being funny, which I completely sympathise with people who have mental illness. Mate, we've probably got him. It's because what he said, when he said that, the way I think that, because I'm always a happy person, it's like they said, is going back to a character. How do people know I'm really a happy person? Like, no one knows how people actually feel, so that's why you should just be good to each other, And I guarantee you, you'll break out in this fucking spiral. Sorry for my French. A break out in a spiral, of always just negativity. Because, you see, the thing is, if you're good to someone, it's contagious. If you're around someone and you're happy, it's contagious, like, you know what I mean? It draws people in, you know what I mean? And you see, the thing is that I know he said, sorry, Chris,
no, sorry.
I know he said, that because we're both bubbly, or I'm bubbly, and that people, I expect people to be like that. I'm sorry, but I disagree with that. But all I'm saying is...
hold on, sorry.
Go on.
I didn't mean that in a bad way.
No, I know you didn't.
What I meant was because you like me, only you're more vocal with it, where you get angry because people are miserable.
I don't get angry. I'm just disappointed because I can see the potential in so many people.
Look at me. Hold on, I know this is the podcast, right? But
Yeah,
you don't get.
no.
Hold on, look at me in my face, and you're telling me you don't get angry with people in business.
I get angry at people who don't feel their potential. I get angry with people who think they actually got a big fucking problem. You know what I mean? When in fact it's up to them to change, and they want everyone else to change it for them. When at the end of the day, it's only you who can choose what you want to do. You know what I mean? It's only you who can navigate your life, and that's the way you got to see your life. Like, you got to see yourself as the main one in the middle, and you have to navigate the ship. Like, you know what I mean? That is the only way you can fucking do it. Because at the end of the day, if you just sit back, if you sit down, eat shit, you know what I mean? But you say to someone, "Oh, I got a gym membership," But you sit down every fucking day, you eat shit, you watch TV like for 23 hours out of the fucking day, I'm not being funny, but you are going to be miserable, you're going to be fat cunt, I'm not being funny. So what you need to do, you need to say to yourself, and I know people say it's positive thinking and it's all this bullshit, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not positive thinking, it's intelligent thinking, for God's sake, you know what I mean? More intelligence, you know what I mean? Just every day, wake up in the morning, just seek knowledge on how to better yourself. I'm not meaning like seeking knowledge by reading a book, don't get me wrong, that's good. If you want to read a book, that's good knowledge, but all I'm saying is just bring good vibes to you.
This is something. I think carrying on what you
No, go
what
on,
you were
mate.
saying.
Go
I
on.
think carrying on from what you were saying. I think
yeah, sorry.
you gotta. Obviously, I'm a bit older than you. I'm 34, 13 years older than you. Not patronising. I'm just saying.
No.
Over the years,
He's beautiful.
I think over the years I've learned to you've got to
Keep it going.
you got to surround yourself with positive people.
Have to.
And I think you're one of the most positive people I've met. Like,
Oh.
no, I mean, you.
Thank you, mate. That's nice, that. Honestly.
You, Burrows, and Dave are like three of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like, that's
why we got the best
crew in work.
The best crew.
Minus two fucking Wallies. Well, one big Wally and one bigger Wally.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, but literally, but thank you for that, Chris. Like, but I don't see myself as a positive person. I just see myself.
An accurate person.
Yeah, I see myself as a realistic, truthful person. Like, you know what I mean? And if people want to come up to me and say, like, I'm not being realistic, I'm not being funny, I can't change your life for you. So I'm not being funny. It does my head in. Tenfold when I see someone go on the social media and put up something saying, "Oh, look, I'm so depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this bullshit."
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry,
with that.
mate.
You say, you can't change people's lives. I agree with that. But when I've been feeling down, you send me, some good words of wisdom. You sort of helped me change my mood.
Yeah.
Not change my life. Change my mood, like,
Yeah, of course. But
you do dish out good advice.
But that's what friends do. And if you're, at the end of the day, and that's what being friends is like. If you're not there for one another, you're not friends, are you?
No.
You know what I mean? You're not friends, and all you are just acquaintances who probably know each other. And probably, I'm not being funny. I've probably seen it every night I've ever been out in my hometown or whatever. I've always seen just fake people. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, I've been accused of being fake when I just look at someone. I love it. I've just been accused of being fake, and I've just laughed in their faces.
You of being fake?
A lot of people have accused me of being fake.
When was the last time?
A lot of people. Oh, literally. Yesterday?
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I'm being. Oh no.
You got to name names. Sorry.
We're on a podcast, like, but literally, I've been accused of being fake when, at the end of the day, I was just being truthful to that person, and they think I'm a fake friend, and they think I'm a fake friend for telling them the truth. When in a few years, or even a few months, or maybe tonight, and they might just look back on it, and just think that I'm probably the most honest person they'll fucking meet. You know what I mean?
Like,
And that ain't me trying to put myself over and say I'm amazing. And that's the last thing I do, for God's sake. If you ever see me on social media or even doing a video like this, all I want to do is try. If someone watches it, literally, I want you to be inspired a bit. I want you to know, that there's more to the world than being a miserable fuck, You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, going on, or should I say, going back to, like, carrying on from Big Brother and the Roxanne with Ryan Thomas, the situation there. There was also another thing in the media which caught my interest, and I'm sorry to say I haven't even seen it, but he has. He's like the TMZ of Barry, you know what I mean?
Fucking hell, mate, calm down.
Well, I thought someone just fucking died on the roof or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like we might have a live on here fucking suicide. I'm not being. I
Yeah,
don't fucking
I know,
believe it. No, but literally.
Kim Woodburn.
But Kim Woodburn, yeah, and that's the woman who used to go around and clean houses. Her, innit?
Yeah.
Is that it? Kim and Aggie. That's
Yeah,
her.
no, Kim
her.
Woodburn,
But
yeah.
apparently, from what I've heard, she's a bit of a bitch from Celebrity Big Brother and that, and she's always been a very open mouth, which I don't mind at all. And to be honest, I don't know much on this topic, so I'll leave it to the man here. So what exactly happened? Mate?
So, I think in Celebrity Big Brother, back I think it was about 2 years ago maybe, they were both in there, Kim Woodburn and Colleen, and Colleen was sort of slagging Kim Woodburn.
Saying what?
Just slagging her off and saying she's a twat and all this and that. So when they got out of the house then, Kim just didn't like it. So that was 2 years ago. On the Mel showed me the other day, on the Loose Women panel, you had Colleen, her sister, I don't know her name. You had I forgot her name. There was two other women here, but they were Colleen's mates. So there was four of them, and they invited Kim on there. I'm 50-50 on it really. Sort of, they were asking her the questions. She just went fucking off on it. That Kim did. We were watching now, but she was just going off on it. You're a fucking bully, you're this and that. And I think that Colleen was sort of defending herself, and then her sister chirped in, and it did sort of look there was like 4 against 1. But to be honest with you, I think that Kim deserved it. That's my opinion on it. Now after it, Colleen has been on there for like 14-15 years on the Loose Women panel, they were saying.
Yeah.
And she's taken immediate leave because of the online boost, mate. There was like 10,000 complaints to Ofcom about the sort of the bullying. Which if you watch the interview, I wouldn't sort of deem it like that. I think if Kim had gone on there, sort of accepted Colleen's apology, sort of buried the hatchet, it would have been settled. But she went on it, and like Kim Woodburn, and she was fucking going this and that, and then Colleen, her sister, chirped up. So yeah, it did look 4 against 1, but yeah.
From what I've read of it, I think a lot of the abuse aimed towards Colleen was the fact that Loose Women, was it on the programme? Loose Women, was it? Yeah. It was the fact that a week beforehand, from what I've read, that they done a campaign or like an ad. They done like a campaign or an ad to stop out bullying, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And from what must have happened with the Woodburn situation was that it must have felt or looked like a 4-on-1 just bullying job, like, you know what I mean, which forced Woodburn like to walk off.
Yeah, but what I found funny is
I have to go more. I have to watch it and get more into it, to understand, like, you mean.
What I found funny as well, Kim was just ranting and raving, saying, "Oh, I should walk off," and then they were like, "Well, why don't you?" And she was like, "Well, you paying me to come on you." She was like, I think they like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 grand payment for her to go on there. Yeah.
So. Was that exactly what was said? Yeah,
100%. Yeah, that's
so.
That's
if they're saying why don't you win, and they just want to initiate, a fucking scene, like, and you know what I mean, and that's what it is like. And they're egging her on to do it. And when's a 4-on-1 job?
I agree with you on that. But then it's like if somebody is flat out abusing you, which was what that Kim was doing, right? Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I should walk off. You're not going to sit there and then sympathise with her. You're just going to be like, well, come on.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? But then people will deem that as bullying.
Yeah, but as part of like a show, you know what I mean? I'm
people watching it as well.
I'm not saying that Kim Woodburn isn't a massive name. You know what I mean? Well,
she's a twat, mate.
Yeah, she might be a twat, but being a twat as a celebrity, it becomes their persona. It becomes what they're known for.
Like you said, character.
Yeah, it becomes their character on a TV screen.
I agree.
What to do, like, you know what I mean? So her going on to a panel show and going off on one, to her, that's just a day's work, like, you know what I mean? But to everyone else, it's surprising, because I'm not being funny, I don't think that Woodburn gets a lot shows now. You know, she might get offers, but
when she went on that Big Brother, mate, she was massive on it because, like you say, she's playing the character. She's being a character.
Yeah,
she's
playing
being
the character.
An absolute twat on it, mate.
Is she just like an older version of Kate Young's? Is she? You know, is like, you know, the person who triggers all these social justice snowflakes.
She's a bigger twat.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, but literally.
But sorry. But I think if she's gonna act as that character, right? Okay, like an absolute twat, because that's what she is, right? Then she's got to expect it, mate. At the end of the day, if you're on a panel with two other people and your brother Jamie, I'm just using you as an example,
of course.
and there's somebody who's flat out abusing you and Jamie, you're not gonna sit there, are you? I know you say you get up and not come out, which is what you probably do.
I wouldn't. No, I'm not a violent person.
No, what I'm saying is, if you were on a panel like that, you wouldn't just sit there and let this guy abuse you and Jamie, would you?
No, what I'm saying is, Loose Women, as a show, and was it on ITV or HTV?
ITV.
Yeah. If it's on ITV, at the end of the day, her ranting and raving and going off the show, them initiating it, all it's doing is bringing attention to the show. The producer now, like the producers and everyone of the show and that Kalina, they don't give a fuck. Because it's drawing attention to the show. It's getting more views than any other thing they've ever put onto YouTube or on like their channel. You know what I mean? So it draws attention, and it's making people watching their show. And at the end of the day, if that happens with movies or TV shows, people don't care. People do not care because people are watching it.
Yeah, it goes back to that Ryan Thomas thing. I think, obviously, with the Roxanne, I think she should only take half the blame. I think Big Brother, like you said about the producers and all that of a show, I think Celebrity Big Brother producers are just as much to blame because they could have nipped it in the bud, right? Obviously, when she was starting to accuse him, I think over the next day, she started, like I said earlier, she started to believe her own lies. Now, I think if Big Brother, had called it, sort of not shown it to the viewers, but said, look, here's a preview of, of what happened, do you still want to continue with it, right? If they would have nipped that in the bud, mate, they would have stopped it. But they seen that Ryan Thomas, mate, right? It was, me and Mel were just like proper, it was excruciating to watch. It really was bad, like. I think you're talking about mental health, right? Yeah, mate, that's got to fuck him right up in here. No, seriously, I'm being honest. Like,
I know. It's just the way you said it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, literally proper, like, fucking his head. But mate, the producers could have just nipped that in the bud.
But that showbiz, though, the more conflict, the more money.
Yeah.
Simple as. Anyway, moving on. So now, to finish off the show, we'll probably be talking about this for the next 20 minutes, but literally, football talk, and I think Fayani...
Stop, should I go make a brew? But you can kind of speak.
Go make a brew and I'll start it off, yeah? This is like a 10th brew, but is that right? Okay, we finish off the show, we're gonna, just to make any of you aware, and any of my female friends who can't stand football, or even male friends who are watching this, or anyone who's watching this, you know what I mean, if you're not into football, turn it off, I don't mind. And if you're turning off now, just know that just know that I love you all. If you love me, if you don't, I don't care, but take it easy. But to go on, as any of you know, that he's a Manchester United fan, I'm a Tottenham fan. 2 weeks ago, Tottenham went away to Manchester United, won 3-0. I'm never going to live it down. But literally...
Right, let's have a chat then.
I have been sat in the chat.
Sorry, I think the scoreline completely flattered the game.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the upcoming football, because we all know for Tottenham are a bigger club than Man U. Okay.
I'm waiting for the laugh.
Look, I'm Tottenham through and through, but
they're not a bigger club than Man United, mate.
I know we're not a bigger club than Man United.
That's like saying water's not wet.
But
so who have we got? Liverpool.
We got Liverpool at home at Wembley. Well, I say at home. It's not at home. It's at Wembley. If we want to, shall we talk about the stadium for 2 minutes? I'm not being funny. It was never a realistic project. I'm fed up of people saying that with that, like, you know, Spurs, they haven't got a stadium. And I think, I'm not being funny, the Emirates took 22 months to build. The Emirates took 22 months to build.
Yeah, over a year is taking a piss, mate.
And
that's like way too short.
Way too short. 12 months to build like the biggest club stadium in London.
Yeah,
never realistic. Like, you know what I mean?
Off that, like Romney Park, right? So Romney School a bit. They're just building like a little reception bit, right? They started it about 4 months ago, and they said it was going to be finished by the start of the school year. Mate, they're only halfway done, and that's a fucking little building.
Welcome to Barry.
Right, carry on, speaking.
Yeah. There you go. Get the boo. Yeah, so literally, it was never a realistic project to do it in 12 months. Yeah, doing 12 months was the club coming out and saying that was terrible. But yeah, Spurs got Liverpool. I mentioned it earlier on the podcast that I'm hoping for the win. But to be honest, I'll take a draw now. You know what I mean? Sam and Lewis, the guys I'm going with, are actually Liverpool fans in the Tottenham end, so we need to watch out on that. I think Man United are away to unbeaten Watford. I'll get his views on that when he comes back. Yeah, so what's your thoughts on Watford and Man United, Chris?
I think, before we get to that, I think Watford done amazing against you, but
and we played awful.
I think United will do them.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. I think when you beat us at Old Trafford, my personal opinion is I won't go into the details of it. I think 3-0 was a flattering scoreline. I think you agreed with that. And then this is what I'm saying to you. And then Spurs go to Watford, and then Spurs are on a high, and then all of a sudden they lose. But then. So then you people would say, oh, so United are going to go over there, so United are definitely going to lose. But I don't see it like that.
Yeah, it's not like that at all.
People without the football brain, innit? People, plastic fans will say that.
Yeah.
People with the football brain will.
But they don't answer. I mean, these plastic fans don't. Mate, at the end of the day, if that was the case, last year Spurs would have won the Champions League. If they beat and they beat Real Madrid 3-0 and 3-1. They went away to Real Madrid and drew.
Yeah. I mean, they were amazing.
And Madrid won the competition.
But I think, like, obviously, since Fergie went, United had their principles. But I think what do
you make of? Obviously, the Fergie era, who never been matched. But since then, I think it was an ultimate on a downslide. Don't get me wrong. I know it was Fergie's choice with David Moyes, mate. You got a mid-table manager to take over.
I think Fergie picked the right time to go. You could see that the side was aging, but I get that. I mean, what I'm saying is, it's been in the news about Zidane coming in. Like, obviously, some Man United fans get excited by it. I don't agree with that. See, I think 100% keep Mourinho, mate. 100%. I don't think there's anybody out there better than him ever. I don't think they're better than him. I think Pochettino, Mourinho, and Pep are levels above everybody else.
I'll put Klopp in that as well.
Oh yeah, and Klopp. I ain't gonna be biased because he's Liverpool, but yeah, there are people saying, Zidane comes in, they're gonna buy Cavani, all these fucking players. I mean, do you know what I mean? It doesn't fix it. Keep Mourinho there. You know this thing with Pogba, like, I personally think, mate, Pogba thinks he's too fucking big for the club, and I think if Fergie was there, he'd be gone, mate.
Mate, it was Fergie. It was Fergie who let him go for nothing.
In
the first place, you know what I mean?
Well, him and his prick of an agent would demand demanding all his wages. Fergie was like, fuck.
Yeah, and like a guaranteed place in the first team. But at that time, Fergie knew that Pogba wasn't good enough to be in the team.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not I'm not being funny, but it doesn't matter how good you are as a player. And Fergie had the right job. I know, and Fergie had like the right mentality. If you don't want to be in the club, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It happened to Beckham. It happened to Veron. It happened to Stam. Ince, you know what I mean? It happened to all these players, yeah.
All of them. He wasn't afraid to change his team.
Tevez, when Rooney when Rooney did want to leave, and he put in a transfer request, and at that time, he was at his peak. He was smashing it at Man United, and he wanted to go. I don't know who was it to, the Chelsea or Man City. I don't
Chelsea
know.
was when Mourinho was it.
Yeah, to Chelsea, and if he wanted to go, but Fergie was like, just get out.
Yeah, go.
Because if you want to be an knobhead, innit? I'm not being funny, but loyalty goes a long, long way. And Man United, he can't say like Man U or Fergie weren't good to him, like, you know what I mean?
No, not.
I mean, they brought him in at what, 17? You know what I mean? He smashed this in 17. And fair play to Rooney. I love Rooney as a player.
Wicked, mate.
Always loved Rooney as a player. But him doing that to Fergie...
Yeah, no loyalty, is it?
Nah, that's fucked up.
So
like,
what's your honest assessment on Liverpool and Spurs? When is it? Next Saturday?
On Saturday. I've already said to him, I said, I'll take a draw.
What time's kick off?
12:30.
Yeah, but that's not the right mentality, mate. You're home, man. That's not the right mentality, love.
I know, I said, I'll take a draw. Obviously, I want the win, but we can't go in there with 2 losses on the bounce. I mean...
Yeah.
I know, and we can't go into our first Champions League game away to Inter Milan on the 18th. We can't go away to Inter Milan whilst losing to Watford and Liverpool.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Go on.
I think Spurs are going to win, and I think they will do it by quite some distance. I think, and I
like last year, 4-1.
I ain't. Obviously, I'm a Man U fan, and I absolutely despise Liverpool.
No, but Spurs do turn on at Wembley.
Yeah, listen to what I'm saying. I think.
Shut up.
I think. I think Liverpool, mate. I think it's like you say. I think all the journalists suck their ass.
Shut up! We're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I think that I think whereas they got a good front three in Mane, Firmino, and Sané. It's amazing. It's not the best I've seen, mate.
No, of course not.
By any stretch. Hold on.
But that's the media loving.
Yeah, exactly. Who would you prefer, right? Firmino, Mane, and Sané, yeah? Salah, yeah. Or De Bruyne, Silva, and Aguero.
You know my answer.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Who's more proven?
Sorry.
You're disgusting. That was him. That was... I have to smell that. You're just watching it.
I even think, I think with this Fred guy, Fred, Pogba, Lukaku.
He was Man United's best player against
Spurs. He's going to be cracking.
He was class, he was. Honestly, the way he got up, he started going, you know what I mean? I would love Fred, and that's a player I would love at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Who can just take the ball, take a foot. Because we have like an Eriksen, we have a Dele Alli who just plays behind Kane, but Eriksen, don't get me wrong, he is immense.
Stop you right there.
But
obviously, it was my birthday on August 18th, and this lovely little lad here, he bought me a ticket to go and watch Wales and Ireland, and bring my son Jacob. And Jacob, he's been to watch Leicester United, Benfica United in the Champions League. He's been to watch Cardiff about 10 times. We went to watch United and Bournemouth. He's been to Old Trafford 3 times, and he said by far the Wales Ireland game. It's the best game he's ever been to. I mean, fucking hell, they scored like 3 goals in 30 minutes, wasn't it? It was just going into the game, wasn't it?
How good is they alive?
Oh, mate. And we were like, mate, it's going to be a 0-0. It's going to be a shit game.
It's going to be a 1-1.
Yeah. Because we were saying when we leave on 70 minutes, if it's 0-0, 80. But do you know what I mean? It was like 4-1. It was 4-0 on the 50th minute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was fucking hell, Bailey, mate. I'd make love to him, I would.
He's immense.
Yeah,
mate.
he's so good, mate.
He's so good.
But then against Denmark, mate, he was piss poor, wasn't he? I thought watching him, mate. I thought because obviously Steve Mel's old man.
I think the entire team were.
Yeah, they were,
but people underestimate how good Denmark are.
Yeah,
mate,
yeah.
Denmark are quality, and Denmark are 9th in the world. You know, I know like the rankings for a lot of people is bullshit, but
like I was saying before, you obviously rudely interrupted.
Likewise.
Obviously, I watched the game at Mel's old man, and he had it on mute because we were having Sunday dinner, so I couldn't hear the commentary. And I genuinely thought the Bale had gone off half time, mate. Seriously. But it's like you say, mate. And they got Eriksen, and he's like fucking. Do you know what? I would say he's up there, right? He's it's a bold statement, like, but he's up there with Paul Scholes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So good. Him, Modric, De Bruyne, players like that.
How good is Modric, eh?
Oh, he's sick, mate.
Modric, and do you see the connection? Tottenham.
Yeah.
I mean, mate, the amount of players who have gone through Tottenham throughout the years, fuck me, would have the best squad ever assembled.
Can you imagine still having Bale and Modric now? With Kane, with Ali, and Son.
Eriksen, Son,
and you've
Dele Alli.
Mate, to be honest with you, that's a title-winning side.
Oh, easy. Mate, I'm not being funny. What kills me with Tottenham, yeah, is that, don't get me wrong, I'm fed up with people, especially Tottenham fans, who are saying like, oh, we should have brought someone this summer. No, because we would have panic buyed, yeah? Realistically, yeah, we've panic buyed in the last few summers, and we've ended up with a Soldado, we've ended up with a Sissoko, you know what I mean? They're shit players, I'm sorry, but they're out the door within the next transfer window, yeah? And what I'm saying is, yeah, is that obviously after we beat Man United 3-0, yeah, everyone was saying, oh yeah, like, you know, it's good, like, and we brought no one in, which was, let's have it real, it was never a realistic project to bring in someone. I'm not being funny. What striker are we going to bring in?
Over Harry Kane.
Over Harry Kane, like, you know what I mean? And there's not many top strikers, yeah, who will go to a club knowing they're going to be on a bench.
Yeah.
I mean, you are not going to get them type of players, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but after Man United, everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, like we don't need this."
But you weren't saying that, which is what I mean. Your defenseman, you got Vertonghen and Toby. Mate, that's fucking sick, innit? That's like Vidic and Ferdinand. Like that's the way they played against
Man United should have got Toby, man. Should have got Toby.
Yeah. Again, let's not get into that conversation.
Yeah.
What a bell end.
But I'm happy Spurs didn't panic buy. But what they mean was the amount of plastic fans who, after the Man United game,
got all excited about it. Like.
Would say, oh yeah, like we didn't need to buy no one. No, we just came up against a shit Man United defence. That's what it was.
I think as well Pochettino made.
And our defence wasn't.
Yeah, they were. I think
was on it apart from Danny Rose, who I can't stand. But leave the club.
I think Pochettino is. Let me finish now, right?
Maybe
is like Wenger in a sense where. He won't go out and fork out 50, 60 million for a player. He would rather let some people come through the youth and do it that way. I mean, you sold Walker for like 50, 60 million and then Trippier come in, you know? Ben Davies come in. You know, this is all work of Pochettino, do you know what I mean? I mean, Trippier now, mate, fucking hell. Nobody heard of him before he went to Spurs, right? Yeah. Now, he's worth, what, 80 million?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Mate, he scored 3 kicks in a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying to you. He's up there now with Walker. Mate, he's overtaken Walker in the England side.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And we've seen Ben Davies, mate, for ourselves, mate. What a left foot. But yeah.
Can I talk now, Chris, or am I just going to interrupt? Makes you feel better, doesn't it? Old man. But... love it.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry. So just to finish off, what do you make of the amazing, and I repeat, amazing recruitment of Cardiff City in this summer? Some of the toppest players I've ever seen for a Premier League squad.
Do you know we were having that discussion, right, about Cardiff buying Joe Allen? I said that to Mel's old man on Sunday. He was like, no. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Who's their best player against Denmark?
I know.
I just think that
they should have had Shaqiri, Joe Allen.
Should have raided the West Brom squad, the Stoke squad. I'm sorry, and they're saying that they can't attract them type of players. Bullshit! You're in the Premier League. Go and attract anyone.
It's like you said. The only Premier League player they got in was from Bournemouth,
and he's on loan.
And they bought all the other fucking teams. All the other players they bought was all Championship players. It's what are you doing?
And I'm fed up of it. Yeah, last week, yeah, I know they lost 3-2 to Arsenal. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Arsenal could have won that by a lot more. And don't get me wrong. After the game, all I had was messages of some certain friends, yeah, Gareth Day, and Gareth, mate, if you're watching this, we love you. No, we don't.
We do, man.
We do, mate. We do.
You're a bit weird, like, in a good way.
In a good way. But you're just fucking plain weird. Joking, mate. You're brilliant. But you come for a drink soon, yeah? On your own.
He's flat out, isn't he?
You're a class guy, mate. But no, mate, you're a proper fan. Like, I love you to pieces. Like, because you go to every game, home and away for Cardiff. It's not hard.
Respect that, man.
Yeah, I know. I know it's not hard to get tickets, because you're a small team. But we gotta stop rinsing him now. No, mate.
What was you gonna say to him before you said he was weird?
I don't know. I completely forgot. I just went into rinsing mode. Yeah. No. You texted me and said, and you deserve the draw out of it. and then you
Against
said you
Arsenal?
played well. Yeah, I was like,
fuck
no,
off, mate.
no, you didn't. No, you did that. Like, I'm not being funny.
I'll be honest, sorry. A 2-2, Cardiff could have won it.
Yeah,
They could have won it,
yeah.
but they didn't deserve to win it.
They didn't deserve
No.
to win it, and for him to actually say they deserved
No.
to beat Arsenal at home, I was like, no, you didn't. And don't get me wrong, I'm just with Cardiff, mate. I went there, and it just seemed like the long ball game was the
Yeah,
only thing
mate.
they had. That's all they were doing was long balls all the time.
Like they played Huddersfield, that was away, right? Yeah. But mate, me and Jacob went down to watch the Cardiff Newcastle game. I mean, they went down to 10 men on 60 minutes. Newcastle did.
No,
Mate,
and
for the final half hour, right? I mean, it's so frustrating. Obviously, you went to watch the Arsenal game. I mean, a Cardiff player will get the ball, and then the instant thing is kicking up the field. Yet they were down to 10 men. Like Chevley, the Newcastle player, I mean, he run the show. He bossed that midfield. I mean, me and Jacob got so bored, we left on 68 minutes. I mean, you don't do that, do you, on first home game? Do you know what I mean?
no, it annoyed me just watching it, because I don't know if it's because I'm so used to watching Tottenham play, and Tottenham game is just a passing game. Find
Yeah.
gap, bam, I give it to Ericsson, bam, bam, like, you know what I
Even
mean?
Wales.
Evens the show, yeah, or watching Wales was so much better than watching that. It just seemed like the long ball game, or you might get a header at a set piece, which what happened, I think, you know what I mean? But
you watch now, right? They'll sack Warnock like exactly what they did against when they were in the Prem last, when they sacked Malky and got Solskjaer in. They'll fucking sack Warnock now, who done all the hard work last season. I mean, when he came in like 18 months ago, right? Cardiff were like rock bottom of the championship.
in all fairness, have you ever seen his Premier League record? Which
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but
I
agree.
understand they're being loyal, but at the same time, just give him a shitload of money.
Money,
Like,
yeah.
when he got given a shitload of money, like, just for going up into the league.
Yeah, like hundreds of millions for
Mate,
it.
and like we said, rate the teams who've just gone down.
Shaqiri.
But no,
Joe
they end
Allen.
up getting like players like for fucking, pennies, like you from
Yeah.
little teams, like. I mean, and that's no disrespect to the teams, but this is the Premier League. If you want to stay in the Premier League, I'm sorry, but of every team in the league this season, Cardiff are far by the weakest.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. Like,
Yeah, it's horrible to say about like
it is because
only
because
a
they're
freaking
like,
road, 7 miles of a road.
I mean, like they're just up the road from us, like, and you just, if there is a team, I really want Cardiff to do well. I said this in the past. I really want them to do well, but at the same time, if they're not going to give that investment to Warnock and to the play, I understand you want to be loyal, but you can't do that. And look when Leicester come up. Look when Newcastle come up. I'm not being funny, mate. Investment all in, like, you know what I mean?
But I think if Cardiff is a big ask, I think if they
if they stay up, it's a miracle.
Yeah, if they could stay up, they could build on it then, innit? Do you know what I mean? And buy some decent players in the summer. But they should, like I say it again, they should have done that this summer. Do you know what I mean?
But it's just going to be. I'm not being funny, and like you said, against Newcastle and Huddersfield, both after an hour, they were playing against 10 men, and they didn't change their approach once, which, I'm sorry, and that's when you go for the kill.
I agree.
That is when you go for the kill on teams, and when they're at their, because all they're going to do is sit back against you and want to draw, but I think it was the other way around. I think Huddersfield and Newcastle were going for it.
Yeah, yeah, they were. I think that's what it comes down to, being you again about being realistic.
Yeah,
especially on football, mate, because every Cardiff fan I've spoke to, i.e. my father-in-law, like he's so biased towards it. It's like, mate,
if Spurs are shit, I'll say shit.
Yeah.
Yo, if I was so biased towards Spurs, I would say, well, come Saturday now, we're going to put another 4 on Liverpool, you know what I mean? When realistically, I'm looking at it and I'll be like, okay, with Tottenham, it's hot and cold. Most of the time, it's hot. You know what I mean? But when we're cold, we are cold. We don't do anything. And that's the same with Man United. It's the same with any team.
But I think.
But with Cardiff, it's just always cold. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I think as well with Spurs as well, mate. I think when you sort of settle into your new stadium, when you get in it, I think that's going to be a big factor as well. I think playing at Wembley, mate, the national stadium. Do you know what I mean? Week in, week, when you get home games, there's got to be a bit of pressure. I mean, once you settle into your new home as well, it's going to be.
The thing with Wembley is, mate, is that every team you're going to go against, especially like foreign teams and that, they don't look at Wembley like it's Tottenham's home.
Yeah, exactly.
They look at Wembley like it's the best, like one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah.
They don't look at it as Tottenham's thing. They're looking at it as a neutral venue.
Yeah.
I understand the fans is a massive factor, but at the same times, that's what they're professionals for. You know what I mean? They block it out and they go, and they play with their head up. You know what I mean? They smash it.
Have you got tickets for Barcelona?
No, I'm getting it next week.
When is that?
The 3rd of October is a Wednesday, I think. I think I got a friend coming up for it if I can get a ticket, like, you know what I mean? So it should be okay. That mean? Hey, if you want to come up. Honestly, you're more than welcome.
Would your mate be staying up there?
Yeah, but he's catching the train back to Stoke in the morning. Sorry, we're going off topic a minute, but as we're talking about him, a little shout out to Benjamin. I saw you today, my man.
Oh, yeah.
We went on Paul he met Chris as well. Ben Rose, his name is, and I absolutely adore the kid, like, you know what I mean? We've been very good mates for years and years. He's actually studying medicine in Kiel, which is in Stoke. And to be fair, what a lad. I can't talk more about him without trying to sound like I want to I know. And did I actually just say shaggy? No. No. I just said I wanted to shag a boy. No. I don't want to shag you, Ben. You're just amazing guy, man. Honestly, and I can't wait to see you again, man. I love you. Yeah, mate. But yeah, the 3rd of October, more than welcome. But 3 days later, it's Tottenham and Cardiff, and then we'll see what Cardiff are made of.
At Wembley.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, I think.
It's about a forward dinner as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like,
how much tickets cost?
Well, for Cardiff, I can get tickets for maybe I don't know. It'd be about for you about 30 quid, maybe. You're gonna have just let me know because tickets for Cardiff there'll be more available, obviously. But yeah.
Do you want to shut that up, man?
Yeah, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, bro.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Hopefully we'll do another one soon.
Yeah, we will.
But I'll be doing these type of podcasts every once in a while when I can. If you've managed to... Sorry, mate.
Sorry, just before you finish. Is there a way of you doing it at London and me doing it here?
Yeah, of course it is.
You'd have to show me how to do it.
Of course it is.
It's
called Google Hangouts. But yeah, man, if you like this, if you've liked it, then I don't know, give it a like or whatever people say at the end of videos, subscribe. I'm bringing it back, the TVH, thing.
Obviously,
I've been quiet and that, but
I had a bit of password now.
Oh my God, him being on the show is... I'm getting quite emotional. No. That's actually alright, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a good actor. No, but literally, to close it up...
Thanks to my kids, Jacob and Lacey, for sitting in the house the whole time on their iPads to let us do this podcast.
We hope to God they haven't killed each other, but
love you, cheers, Tom.
Thank you, Jake, Lace,
yeah.
And thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you soon, you beautiful bastards.
Muchas gracias.